And now, please welcome to the Chairman of Friends of the American Latino Museum, Danny Vargas.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Buenas noches. Buenas noches. You can do better than that. Buenas noches. Buenas noches. That's more like it. Thank you so very much for being here tonight. Listen, before I begin my remarks, I'm going to say two quick points. Number one, as someone of Puerto Rican descent, I want to thank you for your prayers and thoughts for the 3.5 million American citizens living in Puerto Rico and struggling right now. I want to ask you to continue to support them. And then number two, I want to ask you to join me in thanking Congresswoman Latino. She is our madrina, and we are going to pass this bill. We're going to pass this bill because it's the right thing for our country, it's the right thing for our community, and we're going to make it happen for Ileana.
Yes,
right? Let's do it. Because she understands the fact that our history books are wrong. Our history books are wrong because our history books tell us that the first permanent European settlement in the United States was when the British got to Jamestown in 1607, whereas we know that's not true. It was actually the first permanent European settlement was when the Spanish settled St. Augustine, Florida in 1565. But so by the time the British got to Jamestown, Virginia in 1607, there were already a bunch of Latinos saying, being Benitos, what took you so long? So, on behalf of the Board of Directors of the Friends Group, it is my distinct honor and privilege to say thank you for being here tonight with us. Thank you to our sponsors, Target and others, for making this evening possible. Thank you for being here tonight to share with us as we honor our awardees, as we celebrate history and heritage, society, art and culture, friendship and fellowship. You know, it's really fantastic for us to think about the blessings of the freedom that we have to be here tonight together in this beautiful place. Isn't it? It's a freedom that unfortunately all too often we take for granted. It's a freedom that many, many millions of people around the world do not enjoy. It's a freedom that at the end of the day is not free. It's something that we have to fight for and struggle to maintain every single day. It's a freedom that has been paid for with the lives, the blood, and the sacrifices of many, many men and women throughout our history that have been willing to wear the uniform of our nation to defend her. Latinos have been instrumental and vital in our nation's military since its very inception. In the Revolutionary War, it was Spanish General Galvez that was able to stem the advance of British forces from the south. Without his contributions, General Washington might not have won the Revolutionary War. In the U.S. Civil War, we had our first Admiral of the United States Navy. That was David Farragut, or more accurately pronounced, David Farragut, whose biological father was a Spanish soldier who fought for the United States in the Revolutionary War. In the First World War, the first American warning shots were fired by Army Sergeant Encarnacion Correa in San Juan Bay. Among the 500,000 Latinos who served in World War II was a Marine named Guy Gavaldon, a street kid from LA who single-handedly captured over 1,000 Japanese troops. The U.S. Army's 65th Infantry Regiment of Puerto Rico, also known as the Borinqueniers, were one of the most highly decorated combat units of the Korean conflict. Everett Alvarez was the first naval aviator shot down during the Vietnam War and spent over 8.5 years as a prisoner of war. There have been 60 Hispanic Medal of Honor recipients. And today, there are young Latinos and Latinas serving, sacrificing, and fighting on our behalf in the battlefields of Afghanistan and Iraq. My friends, we take a backseat to no one in the defense of our nation. In my personal case, for example, I was a street kid from Brooklyn who enlisted in the United States Air Force at the age of 17 right out of high school. I served 7 years active duty, including 5 years in Panama, during the bloody civil wars in Central America in the 1980s. I know, cheesy mustache, that was many years ago, many pounds ago. I served in airborne reconnaissance, logged almost 3,000 hours on a C-130 in combat support missions, and what I took away from my military experience was that it taught me maturity, responsibility, and a mission orientation that I bring with me to this day. My friends, in our veins and in our DNA, we carry a love of family and faith and freedom. And that is why it is altogether fitting and proper that tonight we launch, for the first time ever, our inaugural Valor Awards.